Welcome to Cambridgeshire. We're here today for the cover shoot for our Maserati Centenary supplement with two glorious cars lent to us by Maserati. This fantastic Mistral 3.7 and the Ghibli 4.7, which are two coupes that were both on sale at the same time during the 60s, but marked a sea change for Maserati from the traditional straight six to the glorious quad cam V8. I've just stepped from the Mistral back into the Ghibli, and the first thing you notice is just how easy this thing is to drive. The clutch is light, the steering's pretty heavy, but it feels like it has huge amounts of grip, great balance, and of course that truly wonderful V8 engine. In this car it's a 4.7 rather than the 4.9 of later SS's, but it doesn't want for power. That noise is just fantastic. Nothing like an American V8 of the era, which has a much sort of lazier sound. You get all those fantastic mechanical thrashing, meshing noises from the quad cams, and of course the gurgling of the Webers. It does feel hugely wide. Whereas the Mistral feels very small and light and live. I think Martin's enjoying that car though.
When I took the keys to the Ghibli this morning, I figured pretty much within 5 miles that was going to be the car I'd walk away with at the end of the day, given the choice of course. But it only took a couple of minutes sat behind the wheel of the Mistral to make me realise that this is the one that I would fall in love with. The dimensions are much more compact and therefore much more manageable on the road. You can see where the nose is. Those raised wing tops mean there's no ambiguity when it comes to practicality such as parking, but the little bulge on the bonnet means there's just a hint of 250 short wheelbase around it. And it drives wonderfully. It's very lively engine. The injection's a little bit stuttery when cold, but once it's warmed up, an amazing, almost Vulcan-esque howl to it. Just comes in at around 3,000 RPM. It's quite a lively back end, but it's perfectly manageable. Definitely the one I would take home.